The Sunday school lesson for September 29th, 2024 is Daniel Sees Future Kingdoms. Daniel chapter 8, verses 19 through 26. Welcome, viewers and subscribers to my channel, The Backstory and More. If you are interested in knowing what happens before each Sunday school lesson, you are at the right place because I will share the backstory, read the lesson text, and offer a brief lesson summary. The backstory takes us to Daniel chapter 8, verses 15 through 18. At this point, Daniel has seen a vision of a ram and a goat. And so the speaker now is Daniel. And this is what he says. While I, Daniel, was watching the vision and trying to understand it, there before me stood one who looked like a man. And I heard a man's voice from the ulay calling, Gabriel, tell this man the meaning of the vision. As he came near the place where I was standing, I was terrified and fell prostrate. Son of man, he said to me, understand that the vision concerns the time of the end. While he was speaking to me, I was in a deep sleep, with my face to the ground. Then he touched me and raised me to my feet. The backstory ends here, and today's lesson begins with the next slide. Verses 19 through 21. And he said, Behold, I will make thee know what shall be in the last end of the indignation. For at the time appointed the end shall be. The ram which thou sawest, having two horns, are the kings of Media and Persia, and the rough goat is the king of Grecia, and the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king. Verses 22 through 23. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up. Verse 24. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper, and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. Verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Verse 26. And the vision of the evening and the morning which was told is true. Wherefore shut thou up the vision, for it shall be for many days. This is a complete summary of Daniel chapter 8, Daniel's vision of a ram and a goat, and the interpretation of the vision. The third year of King Belshazzar's reign of Babylon was 550 BC, about 36 years after the fall of Jerusalem. The first thing Daniel saw in his vision was a ram standing beside the Ulay Canal. The ram moved relentless in triumph toward the west and the north and the south. These details align perfectly with Gabriel's statement that the ram represented Media and Persia, verse 20. The animal of verses 5 through 7 was a one-horned goat that charged from the west, trampled the ram, shattered its two horns. Gabriel identified this animal as the king of Greece. History informs us that the large horn, the first king, was Alexander the Great, who moved quickly from west to east to take control of the Medo-Persian Empire. The great horn was broken as it became strong, replaced with four horns pointing toward the four winds of heaven. After Alexander died at age 33, his kingdom eventually was divided among four of his generals. Another horn, verses 9 through 12, wreaked havoc in the south and east and toward the beautiful land. It waged war against the starry host and even the Lord's sanctuary, verses 10 through 11. No one seemed able to stop this rampaging king. The Greek king, most known for attacking God's people in their homeland, was Antiochus IV. He ruled from 175 to 164 BC. This prophecy was given more than 380 years before it came to pass. The last thing Daniel heard before Gabriel began revealing his interpretation was an angelic voice stating that the sanctuary was to be restored after 2,300 evenings and mornings. This prophecy was fulfilled in 164 BC when the temple was dedicated 3 years after its defilement. 3 years equals roughly 1,150 days, or a collection of 2,300 evenings and mornings. Thank you so very much for listening and watching. And please know that every Sunday at 1 o'clock, I release a new video for the upcoming Sunday school lesson. Please continue to help this channel grow, one viewer and one subscriber at a time. Thank you so much for all that you do to help this channel reach its potential. Stay safe and may God bless.